girls, aliens, and UFOs that they're talking about right now in the goddamn sky.
Hey.
Meanwhile, on Funkatron podcast, that is so fly. The coldest, the boldest, not yet the oldest, but we about to roll this and rock with it. We might get explicit. We might say some bad words coming from the coolest nerds that you ever seen this side of the globe. And you know, it's your main man, Spidey Rock, aka Rick Chan, aka Philly D. Phillum, may not have heard, but I know you're gonna feel him. Who's the host with the most, from the flow to the ceiling? Time to get revealing. Who we got?
All right, let's watch.
It's your boy.
Yeah, let's go with the special guest.
Oh yeah, go ahead with the special guest. That's you, Andrew.
Hey, well, that's one of it. The one that only cannot be confused with no one else because I'm always not the
You broke that down.
Bars.
Bars.
Drake wrote
On the bars.
heard the paper and crumpled. All right, who's up next? Daisy, I guess you going.
Oh, I'm back. It's your boy Daisy, aka Ray Dizumaki, aka Lithium Ion Dylan. I spit hot fire.
Hot fire with the smoke. Bring your green.
It's your boy Creeper, aka Leroy Hutchinson, aka Whataburger Willie, aka Lemonhead Leon,
AKA Red Kool-Aid on the Sunday.
What more do you want from?
Sorry.
and who's up?
Shit, I guess it's me, goddammit, Dr. Funk. Recent events, I'm gonna have to retire fucking man the deity because I found out what it really means. So.
Oh man. No more ghetto Sylvester.
No. Because I want to make an apology to Sutton for her basketball. But it's your boy Dr. Funk, man. We gonna talk about this Kwame Brown situation. We're gonna talk about the NBA playoffs. And whatever random shit that we just feel like talking about. Now, Kwame Brown took YouTube by storm.
The whole internet.
In about 2 weeks, he went from 10,000 subscribers to over 300,000 subscribers.
Over 300,000 of them Trump supporters are out.
And
So we're gonna discuss his. So I'm gonna give a quick summary of how he just went from 10 to 30,000.
You gotta start all the way from the beginning though.
All right, so Kwame Brown was the #1 draft pick of the Washington Wizards in the 2001 NBA draft, handpicked by some might say the greatest basketball player, Michael Jordan. So he was drafted, and pretty much he didn't pan out to be the #1 draft pick.
Because he was trash.
And certain commentators kind of made a career about calling him trash. We're going to call him Bleevin' Blake Smith. So this has been going on for over 20 years. Kwame Brown actually ended up with a 12-year career, earning over $60,000. And he had his farm.
60,000.
I mean,
yeah.
I mean million. So he has
He paid that nigga burgers, didn't they?
raising his kids, chilling.
Get him and bought peanuts after the game.
So fast forward to 3 weeks ago. All the Smoke podcast with former NBA players Matt Barnes and Stephen Jackson. Pretty popular podcast, former NBA players. I like the podcast. A lot of people like the podcast because they bring on NBA players. They tell you about shit that happens behind the scenes, essentially. So essentially, they brought on Jeannie Buss, who's the majority owner of the Lakers, and they was talking about the Paul Gasol trade. And she was like, "Yeah, we traded 3 players to get Paul. It was like Marc Gasol, Kwame Brown, and I think it was Javaris Critton." And Steven Jackson made like a little snicker, like you really just traded one player, blah 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 blah, and then Matt Barnes like tapped him on the leg, like.
Is this what he said?
Yeah. Yes. So Kwame said he reached out to him about that, and they didn't squash it. You know, they didn't like apologize or nothing. So the following week, Gilbert Arenas was on the show, and he was talking about his time with the Wizards, and he was talking about Kwame Brown some more. So set him off, and he went ballistic, man. He went personal, man, talking about
Let me tell you
Steven
about
Jackson.
your damn self.
Right, he said Steven Jackson need to get that rag on his ass and put up his pants. He's a fake gangster activist talking about Wakanda now and tearing down a black man the next minute and shooting up the club. He said that Matt Barnes was Becky with the good hair, which he will at least be known for that for at least 2 months. Talked about that situation when he had to go and chase down Derek Fisher because he was with his ex-wife. And man, called him all types of bees and punks and all this stuff. And he went in on Stephen A. Smith, Jamil Hill, Rob Parker, anybody who pretty much said his name. He was just like, he just went in on him. And he gave a following. So you listen to Kwame V's past videos, I like to label him as not a Trump supporter, but a MAGA-like. Like, he ain't a complete Trump supporter, but he shares a lot of their, like, Republican or Trump supporter ideas. He had, then like his audience kept growing and growing and growing, and it came to a head when pretty much Steven Jackson, Matt Barnes respond, and they still didn't take it seriously. And then Charlamagne the God went on there and said, "Hey, leave him alone. His whole family crazy. They kill you." Pretty much talking about the man family, and that made him start on Charlamagne.
This shit was wild.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
So it's
You should write a
windy,
whole.
but like a lot has happened in the last 2 weeks with Kwame Brown, and I'm gonna say I fear, but you know, he's what they call the unstoppable object right now, and I don't know what force is gonna stop him because he's gaining momentum. He's getting allies like Jason Whitlock. He speaks well about Candace Owens. A lot of people who repeat a lot of the same talking points that racist white dudes say about black people, and that's kind of one reason why I don't care for them, because they don't have their own points on what's wrong with black people. They just repeating those same talking points. That's me personally. But it came to a head when he got Judge Joe Brown on there, and I think him having Judge Joe Brown literally got him like an extra 100,000 subscribers. They put him over 300,000. But then he had a podcast today with a former player, Devin George. I don't know if y'all remember him. He played on Lakers. He was on the first, that first repeat team with Kobe and Shaq, role player.
Yeah, I'm about to say he was just okay.
Yeah. You know, coming in the bench and, you know, giving Rick Fox a rest. But he was talking about what he was doing, and, you know, it was totally different than what the Judge Joe Brown was talking. Go listen to Judge Joe Brown. One, it was wild. But and that's where we at now with Kwame today, and me and Dizzy has been talking. I've been kind of defending him because it's like, y'all, leave that motherfucker alone, man. Dizzy like, fuck him, he's sorry. I'm like, but he's explaining why he was sorry. And some of that shit makes sense. Like, okay, he wasn't supposed to go to the Wizards because Michael Jordan really wanted Elton Brand because he wanted to win now. His former Wizards players even said we had 2 different TV schedules if Mike was going to come or when Mike was not going to come. He was like, if Mike wasn't going to come back to the Wizards, we only had 1 game on TV. If Mike was going to come back, we had over 50 games on national TV. So they was like, that whole thing changed. And he had a goon and Doug Collins, former Pistons coach. You know, they said pretty much helped sabotage him, and I can believe it because the motherfucker sabotaged fucking Grant Hill. So, yeah.
But Grant Hill was sorry.
He wasn't sorry, but
I'm gonna defend myself though.
He had Grant Hill playing on that ankle when he shouldn't have, though.
You know, I agree with that. My only part, well, it's not my only part, but I don't mind him being pissed off about what somebody said to him about his basketball career. When he jumped to the personal shit, that's when it was like, okay, like, you really going there, man. Like, I don't know what you expect other people to do. If you go personal on somebody, they gonna talk some trash back to you. And that, in a nutshell, is where most of my gripe with all that shit came from. Nobody said he was the worst NBA player ever, even though some people like to say that. He was a draft bust. That's what that meant. And they didn't say he never made the league. They didn't say he wasn't worthy of the league. But of being a 7-footer, drafted number 1,
he is definitely
he didn't pan out.
He is definitely one of the worst number 1s in NBA history. Easily.
I don't know if he is the worst, but I'm just saying.
He's one of them.
He didn't live up to what they had hoped.
Who was that?
Go ahead.
I was trying to think who that dude Cleveland drafted a couple years back.
Hold on, stop for a second.
Yeah.
That was me. I was saying if it worked on YouTube.
No, something happened on my end.
Shit, okay.
Technical
This fella is an interesting character.
All right, Creeper, keep going.
Oh shit.
Oh no, I was just thinking of terrible
Anthony Bennett.
picks. Yes, him.
Oh, I could think of several terrible lottery picks, but I'm gonna let y'all go.
Oh yeah, that was all I was thinking about. I haven't gone down the Kwame Brown rabbit hole for real. I just been hearing little tidbits and stuff like that, so I'm trying to stay away from it for my own mental health.
It's gonna fuck up your YouTube algorithm for fucking
Man, my YouTube algorithm is hot, stinking trash right now.
You see, you
Hold
like
on.
Kwame Brown. Would you also like to see what we have to say about the Asians?
And the Jews in the same video? Of course you do. The truth about the Jews? No, you stop.
Hold on. Angel, you want to get in on this?
I'm just being entertained. Like I said, I'm going down the rabbit hole. But I'm like, this be the shit that y'all gonna be talking about when y'all like old as fuck and not relevant in the barbershop. That's what this shit sound like. Somebody need to tell him to sit his ass down.
He going
Tell
off.
him sit
Look,
his ass down so he can give you some mama's cookies.
he finna get, yeah, that's what. He'll get you now. Don't fuck with him.
He finna move to Nashville next.
He gonna podcast with Candace.
Yeah, that's gonna be the next phase. Him, Candace,
moving to Nashville.
and Jason Whitlock gonna be on the show.
Man,
and
I don't know.
And they gonna have Tommy Lauren come in on as a guest.
Oh no.
I don't know if the tectonic plates on this side of the U.S. can handle all that weight. If Jason Whitlock stay over here. Just saying.
We're gonna get to our daily, our annual,
yes.
weekly roasting of Whitlock and his weight in a minute. But Rick Tan,
it was
how you
funny
feel,
though.
bro?
They had to build this man his own pancake pantry next to his
Okay,
house.
yeah, no, we gonna get to that.
Stop.
I mean,
Rick
there
Tan.
ain't really much I to say about it. I haven't like really been following it. You know, but I heard a little bit about. Yes, Joe Brown was interesting. I thought
He was going in.
That's
some
pretty
truth, like always, educating folks, and it's like you can go look everything he up that he's saying. I mean, it's verifiable. Like he just talking bullshit.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, you know. I just think it's funny that we have this sort of disruptor at this particular time, you know, on such a large scale, and it just begs the question, or I will ask a question, you know, since I can't really speak on the content. Like, isn't he part of this manufacturer? And if so, how much of it is? Because it's just like, there's no way in fuck you just get that type of following that quickly. You gotta put in work. You know?
Well, the reason why he getting that many followers is because Chender Chanders love mess.
They do.
And that's who's following him.
I can attest to that, you know, yeah, most definitely.
Because if you ask a regular white dude about this so-called beef that we talking about, they're gonna be like, "What are you talking about, bro?"
Huh? Kwame Brown.
Right.
I don't know. I think it's some of them circles now, though. I think some circles now because he's connected with certain people. He might be known, and they might have listened to him like, he's what you guys need.
One thing I have to say about somebody folks, they always in our business, so I'm pretty sure they're aware of it. They may not know every detail, but they make it their business to know what the fuck going on with us, whether they admit it or not.
Exactly.
So I'm pretty sure they know what the fuck going on.
I'm sure they're sitting over there in the corner sneakering and shit.
Yep. I mean, this is just. I mean, and I don't want to say take away from what he's saying because yeah, he's going in on certain people who probably do need to be going in on shit. But at the same time, for them, it's just another Mandingo fight, you know. So it's like. But I'm gonna shut up. Sorry.
Me personally, if I was him, I'd set up a boxing match with Stephen A. Smith because this man did talk shit about me for X amount of years. That's literally how this man. One of his main talking points comes up in ESPN.
I put my
yeah, because y'all remember Stephen A. Smith, you know, it was like, damn, he's not like Stuart Scout. He's loud. He's, excuse me, Twitch and YouTube, but he's a nigga. Like, out in the street, you know, someone, you know, from the hood, like, the way he's breaking
Only
down
the best kind of
stuff.
From Western State University.
Because someone tried to use a meme with him, and you know how you do a screenshot on your phone.
Yeah.
And someone on the screenshot, like to search for Stephen A. Smith, they typed in that loud nigga from ESPN. And I was just like, wow.
And Google was like,
and you know what? And you know what? I did it too. And his face came up. And then Michael Wilbon came up. But
Wilbon's not loud.
I say you seen him holding that gat on that meme on the Meanwhile Funkatron Facebook, and if you haven't seen it, you haven't enjoyed it, you should go check it out. You go join that Facebook.
Oh, when he was brick, yeah.
Yeah, where he was busting them shots. You seen him holding that piece sideways. More confirmation.
But no, back to Kwame, and I'm like kind of depending about what he got going on. He's not the worst. He's better than Michael Oliver Candy.
Hmm?
He was better than Darko.
Darko was a number one though.
Yeah, but he was drafted over Carmelo Anthony, who should have been number 2, could have been number 1.
Yeah, I'm talking about number 1.
Yeah, we talking about number 1s overall.
He was better than
number
Bill
1
Cartwright.
7-footers.
He was better than Bill Cartwright. Did y'all know Bill Cartwright was the number 1 draft pick?
Not number 1 overall.
Hey. Yes, he was. Go look it up.
Hey.
He wasn't drafted by the Bulls.
Kwame was better than Cartwright?
Yeah. I'm lying. But
I think Cartwright actually played his role pretty well on the teams he played with.
Yeah, when he got to Chicago, though. I think they say he was unhappy. He was drafted by New York. But yeah, he wasn't a franchise chaser. He was a role player.
Yeah.
That's essentially what he was. He was a role player. But I would just argue his bust status is accentuated because he was drafted by Michael Jordan, which made me say he's the greatest NBA player.
Hey.
If they said Joe Dumars drafted him,
It wouldn't be. It would be nowhere near as big of a deal. I agree with that.
That's what I'm saying.
But it is what it is. Like,
Yeah, we can't change history.
The person who drafted him, if he was a great player, it would have boosted him. But if he wasn't gonna be a great player, it was just gonna make it look bad on both of them.
Right.
Just if that nigga, if he had came out balling, they'd be like, "Oh my God, it's like MJ does it again." I don't know why they would say that, but it would just be tied all to that shit.
And let's be real. If he's a bust, I mean MJ drafted him, and he's not the only bust MJ has drafted. I mean, we don't talk about even though Adam Morrison wasn't number one. He's a bust.
Oh yeah, I mean, this is why I don't give a flying fuck about the draft. Anyway, because most of the niggas end up being not what everybody, build them up to be.
The NBA always draft for potential. They never draft for actually how good players are.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta do that, right. But it's just like, when you start talking about folks, kids and wives and who they messing with and shit, talking about your boys got a new daddy and shit, I'm like, hey man, motherfuckers get murked for less, okay? Like that's not okay.
Because you mad people talking about your stat line.
Right, like, man. Now I will admit that when Jack said your career was dirt, and then his very next sentence was your whole life was dirt, I can understand how that would piss a nigga off. Oh. And I think that's what triggered it, right? But
that's what kept it going.
Yeah.
Like, instead of him, like, kind of saying, my bad, bro. I mean, we was just, bullshitting. No, he was just like, your life is dirt. Like, damn, nigga.
No,
they were, let's be real, they were being arrogant. Yeah. And I don't blame them, because, I mean, hell, everyone likes all the smoke.
It's like, who's this dude? We don't know this nigga.
Yeah, it's a bust in life. That's what they said. And that's what he's trying to say. I'm not a bust in life, nigga.
Who said, did they say that? Or was it, did Jack say that?
No, but you know how sometimes it
was insinuated.
Yeah, you know how sometimes if let's just say, for example, we were all in the band, and I use this example when I was talking to BB. We was talking about, like, if instead of Kwame Brown, it was Jason Black. Like, if we was just talking about this nigga not knowing Price is Right. And he just went in like, I know y'all motherfuckers ain't talking. But Jason Black. Shout out to Jason Black.
And I still would have told that nigga he didn't make the field freshman year. Fuck out my face.
Yeah, but he's doing his thing now. But that's like saying, nigga, because you didn't make the field, your life is terrible, nigga. I don't care what you're doing.
Yeah. I wouldn't.
That's what it is. Right.
But
even though there are
that
some,
money changes.
Even though there are some communities that make feel they like this shit. I don't know those people. I don't know those people, but there is somebody in America who did make the field and they don't like this shit.
Hey, look.
He talking about fam, you bang, y'all. Alright, Angie, you want to jump back in on this? Sorry.
She like, what?
Angel.
Still there?
Oh, no, they lost power in Texas again. No, I'm playing.
Oh, God.
Angel!
No, I was talking the whole time, and I guess my mic was muted. But,
damn.
No, I know, right? Because I was...
this nigga cutting me off?
I was like, this nigga sounds like understanding what I'm saying. But he's an interesting character in terms of the NBA when it comes to like draft picks, like he said, they draft for potential, like future potential. So there's only very few people who come out of school that's been ready to play. But like these new age people, they not ready to play like that. So.
And that's a whole nother topic when you talk about that.
Yeah, but I do agree with you, Funk, because I mean, MJ being the person who chose him makes that decision astronomically more pivotal than anybody else who would have drafted him.
Let's put it like this. Joe Dumars drafted Darko over Carmelo. Joe Dumars have also won a championship. Also, Joe Dumars hasn't been a GM in over 10 years. However, Jordan not only has become a GM again, he owns the team.
And his team is, well, I won't say it. I was about to say no, it's not.
They've been trash for a long time now.
Yeah, I'm about to say it's been trash for a minute.
His team been trashed through France. They've been trashed through two name changes.
City
Well,
changes, name changes, all kinds
Nah,
of
they
shit.
still the Bobcats to me.
They still the Bobcat. Damn.
Can't change that joint. Think people not gonna
Tonight's
know.
matchup: LaMelo and the Bobcats versus Pelicans. But I think Kwame did that drama shit. Well, there's a purpose for him talking all that shit. Yeah, man, he know, like DC said earlier, we like that messy stuff. And he said it himself, that's the hook. Y'all like the drama. I gotta give y'all that before I start giving y'all the smart stuff. And he's right. Because he talks about how, doing section, he buying like houses and stuff and doing the Section 8
You
housing.
said it right. You said it right at first, Section 8.
Yeah, Section 8 housing, and he's talking about how he gets shoes for kids with big ass feet like him, on the Shaq side of the game. And he said he's gonna continue to do that stuff. So I'm waiting on him. I want to see what he does with this power, with all this attention. But he wouldn't beat Matt Johns. He wouldn't beat Matt Barnes' ass, like for real.
I mean, he did challenge him to come on the show and throw hands or interview or both.
He said he don't box. He gonna jump up and down on him like a trampoline.
What?
That's some
We'll
old
see. Look,
motherfucker saying.
I don't wish nothing bad on the dude. I just don't like when people go with the personal shit. It's really petty, and for people to be giving him all these accolades for being childish in that aspect is slightly disappointing in my opinion. But I mean, you like what you like. I've heard a lot more out of all the hours of listening to this Negro talk on YouTube. The wasted time, 90% of it is negative shit. Talking about people. So it's like, let's keep it G. If we're gonna say it's G shit, let's keep it G shit.
You right. And this show today was the only time it was like remotely positive.
Right.
Like he wasn't.
Right. Like every other word was a motherfucking fuck you mean shit. Like
Or punk.
Or punk or what do you say? Beta, all that shit.
And I hate when people use that. I understand what they're trying to say because things have changed with men and stuff. But I hate that beta.
I ain't heard nobody use punk in a long time.
Yeah, that sound like an old man.
Kwame is a country boy, bro. Like he is country.
He was raised by someone, and he said himself when he was a teenager, when his brothers went to jail, like, this old dude who's taking him to work, just kind of gave him some game on life. So, but I hate that beta male, alpha male shit, because I always think about like when we being studied like animals. I hate that shit. That's what you call monkeys and shit in the cage.
That's true.
Or a fucking
a pack of
wolves.
wolves.
Fucks a lot of things.
See
like
that one right there?
He's shit.
See that one right there? He's the alpha. He's the one that takes charge all the time. He's the one that makes sure all the monkeys get their bananas. He gets his banana cut first.
He get the big. No, wait, that don't work.
Yeah, you know, like since he's the alpha male, he gets his first pick of the chicken out of the chicken box.
He get the banana breast meat.
Right.
All the rest of them have to wait on him to eat before they can get their little scraps.
So like, I understand where it comes from. I just hate that terminology because I think of it as animals because I'm thinking of it like as a STEM point of view.
It's
you know?
It's an antiquated way to talk about human beings.
Yeah.
So, but it is what it is. But look, hopefully he gonna do something positive with it. Hopefully, Stephen A. Smith don't respond with more minutes of bloopers. We'll see.
Oh man, that was crazy. Some of the violations were funny as shit though.
Hey, and if you want to be messy, just go to the comment section of any of these videos, and half of it's conspiracy, the other half of it is just hate for otherizing people. It's a lot of stuff going on, but it's the internet, goddammit.
I might jump in there and just start checking it just to do it.
No, it's not worth it. Just go in there and read and just be like, golly,
This be
this is what we
entertaining.
doing.
I like going in comment section just checking people for no reason. Like I don't have no point. I just go up in there and just start calling people peapopping squirrels and stuff like that.
Shit.
It's fun.
Oh,
They don't know how to
You
respond.
can tell the level of intelligence by the difference between your, and your. Okay?
Yep.
If most of them have no fucking idea.
You gotta find
You're
it.
your, and they're.
Mhm.
I disagree because phones fucks up everything. But anyway.
Hey, you can edit the comments now. It's not. This ain't the early
you
apps
right.
no more.
You right, I tried. But Spotty Rock, what you got, bro?
What you mean just about this?
In general.
Before we move on.
Well, I don't know.
Ooh.
I think, somebody getting the chance to kind of, clear their name to a certain degree. I think that's good, especially if somebody's talking bad about you. I agree that, yeah, man, some of that personal shit is not necessary because it's like that's not the topic or the task at hand. And it brings to mind of me something we
Good
talked
soup
about
type.
in
Good soup
capoeira
type.
when we play the game or the jogo. You play it at the level that is necessary. So if we starting off, I don't know you or whatever, or however that's going, I'm not gonna come in there throwing those straight kicks at you, trying to take your head off and then sweep you and put you on the ground, or be trying to put you in the takedown and all that. I'm not gonna do that if I first meet you or whatever, right? But as the game progresses and that happens, it's okay. I'm gonna play you there. But that's what I'm saying. It's just like he's not wanted to do this thing on the level, but I get it. Of course, it's for the ratings. Well, not ratings. It's not TV anymore, right? So
It's for the subs.
it's for the subscribers. My bad. And like y'all was saying, probably to sell merch in wake of that.
Oh yeah.
But,
I already put an order for DZ to get his mama's cooking shirt.
But I don't know. I just don't think that it should be,
Bro, your mama's cooking shirt will be coming tomorrow.
Oh my god.
And I don't want to get on what black people should do and all that stuff, but I just get tired of seeing the mess. And everybody got the smoke on shit like this, but when somebody is in your face, like
Don't do that.
not from your tribe, goddammit, ain't nobody got
Right.
smoke then. And that's all I'm gonna say about it.
Yeah, it just comes to a bigger problem. You really see how divided we are as a people when you see shit like this. And like you said earlier, Rick Chan, others are going to be in our business. I really hate that when we as a people kind of put ourselves out there and, for on trial amongst us, so everyone else can see like, ooh, they're arguing. I really hate that we do that as a people. Because everyone likes to see us fighting bigger.
Yep.
And it's really over
them
something
niggas is
stupid.
Not, yeah, them niggas not united. Don't have nothing to worry about.
Yeah. All we have to
They
do.
Wi-Fi ain't even coming in good.
Mm-mm.
And you know what? And the CIA gave us podcast equipment so they can make sure.
I was
Nah,
trying to
I'm just
hold
talking
black
shit.
man down. You know.
Oh, they listen.
Yeah, but somebody put that on Twitter. I thought that was funny.
That shit was hilarious. I'm gonna give y'all the classic Jay-Z lyric. A wise man told me not to argue with fools because people from a distance can't tell who is who.
Nice.
Word.
So, and what is Jay-Z doing now?
Making
Successful.
babies. We're about to come out with another song. I mean, another
Hottest
album.
chick in the game is wearing his chain.
His chain.
Make another one.
Oh. Ovito. My.
To keep the thing on basketball, you know, if y'all
Yeah.
are done with Kwame Brown, I will continue to watch Kwame Brown
Hey,
streams.
let's
and
talk about
everyone
something
else
Kwame Brown don't know nothing about. The fucking playoffs.
Well, he was in the playoffs with LA, set them hard screens with Kobe, you know, against the Phoenix Suns. He was ducking all over their ass. Had to go look for the footage.
Let's talk about
Wasn't lying.
getting past the first round of the playoffs. My bad. Go ahead.
Let's talk about the Knicks actually winning the playoff game and then losing the rest.
Okay.
Hey, that shit
Or,
was
or,
really...
them calling out Brooklyn after they won their first game.
Wow.
We're Brooklyn Nets.
Oh, man.
We want him. Hey,
Let me tell y'all something, New York Knickerbockers. Don't ever show Spike Lee no more than 3 times in the game.
Yeah.
Y'all show him more than 3 times, y'all gonna fucking
you gonna
lose.
lose.
In the most heartbreaking
Hey.
fashion.
I saw Tracy Morgan doing the cabbage patch on the fucking floor. I was like, these niggas finna lose. They doing too much. Too soon. Tracy Morgan can't even walk straight no more. He got hit with a Walmart truck. This nigga doing the cabbage patch. Y'all gotta calm the fuck down over there at Madison Square Garden.
Hey, but the Garden was rocking, man. That atmosphere was awesome.
They was getting their ass beat. It was a good game. And the first couple games was good.
Yeah, but the
Talk
Miami
about
Heat got
how
swept.
I'm about to say, let's talk about Miami getting swept.
Break out the brooms. Hey, I saw Pat Riley was trending because they was checking the shit out of his ass on Twitter.
You know, Pat Riley always looked like a fucking mob boss, especially when he was the coach of the damn like Knicks.
Oh
He
man.
was like one of Falcone's men off Batman and shit. He wants
Awesome,
didn't see
man.
Batman tonight. You know, go coach his basketball game.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
yeah,
Now,
buddy.
on some serious matters, some effed up stuff. Let's talk about how crazy these fans been since the playoffs have started, man.
Boy, throwing popcorn on Russell.
Hey,
Russell
popcorn
about to lose
expensive.
his
I ain't
job.
Okay, we can talk about that.
What do you mean since the playoffs started? Them fans been wilding for the last couple of years.
Well, I'm sorry, since the fans have been let back in the building
Okay.
for the
Yeah, no more
playoffs.
bubble.
They've been wilding like for no apparent reason, wilding. Like,
So what
seriously.
Angel brought up, Russell Westbrook was like injured or whatever. So when he was going to the back for treatment, like a fan dumped popcorn on him, and you know Russell Westbrook was supposed to go beat his ass.
Man, they should've let
That
him
dude
get
has
2
been
weeks.
suspended. A fan at Madison Square Garden, you know, one of the ones who was cheering too prematurely, spat at Trae Young. He was sitting behind 50 Cent. Spat at Trae Young. He's been handled. And then
And
the
they be
worst
calling
one,
him balding.
yeah. They said his afro is like fat free or some shit because it's shit in his head.
Oh shit.
His hair do look like cotton balls and shit though.
His hair looked like the shit on the
you
head
stuff
of
a
Michael
pillow in.
Myers. The Michael
This shit-
Myers mask.
This
That's
shit look
what
like a
shit look
Tyler.
like.
This shit look like a Tyler Perry wig.
It's bad.
That shit look like the shit they put aspirin brown to put in aspirin bottles to keep the kids from the Tylenol. That cotton ball
God
and shit.
damn it.
But here's the worst infraction in Utah. Of course, Utah.
Oh, yeah.
John Morant players were disrespected by the fans.
I'm sure they were.
Even to go as far as one of them said to his father, "Boy, I'll put 5 cents in your back and make you dance."
Fans are
I didn't
making
hear that
difference.
one. Damn.
Yeah, I said, "Whoa, that's racist as fuck."
It's Utah.
Yeah. I think one of the fans called his mama a bitch or some shit. I was like, dude.
Hey, you remember that
Hey,
chick
man.
on Last Dance at that Pacers game?
Oh, that white lady, she proudly was talking shit.
And the dude that was sitting in front of her was looking like, golly, what's wrong with this bro?
I don't know if y'all saw Jalen Rose's take on all these infractions lately, but
Here's why.
we found out we did find out that those fans got banned or whatever. So, I'm not even sure about the John Morant stuff.
Oh, they've been banned too.
Yeah, all
They
them been banned.
But Jalen Rose said that's it. These motherfuckers need to be getting charged because you can't do that shit on the street. That's
Right.
assault or harassment or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, why they not getting regular charges?
And shout out for Jalen Rose and Keyshawn Johnson and Jay Williams for taking up for quality too. All right, back to.
I want to see one of the NBA players show up to you motherfuckers' jobs and be like, "Hey, you fuck," and just start talking shit.
Dog, just start beating ass. Don't even say nothing. Just show
Steven
up.
Jackson
Show
said
up.
it felt good.
Show up
It
in your
felt good
dirt
to
and
run up
start
in the
whooping
stands.
ass.
Steven Jackson, it felt good to run up the stands and hit the fans in the mouth and shit.
Hey, I know that shit had to be the NBA player's dream to go up there and punch somebody in the mouth.
Somebody made a comment. The Pistons played in Auburn Hills. You wouldn't be able to do no shit like that in the city.
That's the
just
thing,
saying.
though. Nobody would have threw no popcorn at him
That's true. No one in the city would
because
have did that either.
we wanted to see the game.
Right.
They was beating the Pistons ass through that game.
They was whooping on them boys. But yeah, everybody who got their ass beat was not melanated. I'm gonna just say that.
All right, so back to the playoffs. So who do y'all think?
Hey,
Let's see. Portland tied it up today. Thank God.
yeah.
Memphis
Yeah, I'm
lost.
looking at my bracket. Yeah.
Memphis lost. I think the Suns are done because on cue, just like he did for Angels Rockets, he got injured.
Man, that motherfucker, he gotta shut it off. It's the playoffs button, nigga. Because every time the playoffs come around, he be like, ah, damn.
Damn, Chris Paul, somebody
I
need to change
ruptured
your
my-
D battery, bro.
I ruptured my Achilles string. Didn't. I don't know. He always
That
fucking
man-
some shit up.
That man
Too many
stayed.
State Farm when they start running them State Farm commercials, his ass get hurt.
He was like, hey, I got endorsements, man. I ain't trying to worry about these playoffs. I'm getting this money. I don't know.
He
I'm
stayed
sorry.
hurt.
It's sad though, man.
He's-
For somebody
stay
that
hurt.
to be that good and just always just get
I've never seen a point guard stay hurt like that. It's usually like the big men stuff.
No, point guard's usually Steve franchise.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. He
Yeah,
had
it's
like,
funny too.
well, nah, he was
Oh,
hurt. He
continue.
was hurt by the big. Nah, go ahead.
But you know, they were talking about like today, like man, Chris Paul would be a top 3-point guard of all time if he gets a ring.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know who you gonna get it with. motherfuckers won't invest in him because
He got the coattail.
He better go play with LeBron.
That's the only way he gonna get it. He gonna have to coattail on somebody, man. He gonna have to Juwan Howard that shit.
he's gonna have to Heat 2006.
Gary, he better be S.Y. Walker. My
Oh shit.
Man, they got a lot of niggas over there. Yeah.
Hey,
We
look,
were
that whole-
going to the chip.
That entire team was just a bunch of niggas like, this is our chance.
White Chocolate, Jason Williams,
Gary Payton was on that
Alonzo
team.
Mourning, Gary Payton.
We did it, guys.
I'm gonna guard him whatever you say. You ain't gonna.
Oh, and about time the fucking Clippers won. Way off P.
Not for long.
Man.
Over there getting cooked by Luka, and Luka just talking shit and all
Luka is
types of
22
language.
years old, bro. He playing like a grown ass man.
Well, he been playing like a grown ass man since he was like
Yeah.
14 though.
Man,
He playing pro ball.
he been, I know he been making Beverly look like a boy out there.
Yeah, Kawhi needs to shut his ass down for real.
Kawhi don't want. He want nothing Luka, man.
How you feel about that,
Chase-
Angel? What you think? What do you think the Clippers need to do?
Start over.
In the words of Kerry Champion, the Clippers gonna clip.
Hey, did y'all see that clip of Ty Lue not calling the timeout and everybody was hollering at him because he was just sitting there like he wasn't the coach?
Yeah, he was enjoying the game. He had forgot.
Yeah. He was like, oh, timeout. Shit.
Oh, this game over with. What the fuck y'all got me?
They were like, what the fuck wrong with this nigga, man? He was calling timeout. Yeah, he was just sitting there with his arms folded like, damn, these niggas getting their ass beat. They finna be a long ass ride to the crib, cause,
Nah,
this is my team, shit.
Yeah, then let's get this shit over with. God damn it, I gotta call time.
Yeah.
I gotta act like I'm doing my job.
So is Ty Lue overrated as a coach?
No, I'm not gonna say that, cause, look,
He's slowly getting past his time though.
I'm never gonna say somebody overrated this soon. But he was with that 2016 team that was.
I think there are a lot of coaches that are better off as assistant coaches than head coaches. Because they're really good assistants, but they're not really good head coaches. Alvin Gentry comes to mind.
Yeah.
He's like
I can speak
the
to that.
journeyman of coaches.
But he had Grant Hill and them balling at the Doug Collins punk ass lip. Who
I
else?
think
Who else
that,
do we know?
What was your dude boy that was the coach of Cleveland? Was it Mike Brown?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike Brown's a good assistant. He's just not a good head coach.
I agree.
So, Brooklyn lost their first game. Boston finally woke up. I think that's Kyrie fault for premeditating them by calling them racist and shit before they came there to play.
That ain't premit. The Celtics is.
We
First
know
of
that,
all,
but he shouldn't have said that
I'm about to
because
say,
you know,
nigga, that's Boston.
look, he shouldn't have said that because now the team's like, well, we gotta win one. Let's prove that the fans are not racist.
The GOAT Bill Russell would tell you how racist Boston is.
Yeah,
Everybody in America know Boston racist as hell.
And Philly.
It's not like that's the first. This is the first time anybody ever heard that before. We've been saying Boston's racist for years.
I think that
Danny
the
Ainge said
the
none of
Brooklyn-
his black brother told him it was racist. So there.
Man, Danny Ainge hit that nigga Mario Elliott in the head with that ball in '94 with all the white might he could muster. Anyway, he beat. Anyway, that's gonna be a gentleman's sweep. Celtics not winning no more games.
Nope.
So it's gonna be the Nets and the Bucks next. Let's see
Ooh,
what
that's gonna be a good one because
Yeah, that's gonna be good.
Giannis
Cause I can't
I
wait
think
for the
I'm put
Bucks.
Yeah,
so.
say he's ready for him a damn championship.
He finally decided to start playing like he's in the NBA in the playoffs, right?
Right.
They
They
was
be
like
seeing playoff Giannis.
Playoff Giannis.
regular season Giannis never showed up to the playoffs, but this year he did.
Regular
They
season
got so
Giannis
many
was-
weapons now too.
Yeah, Drew Holiday made a big difference.
Yep.
And that goon by Bobby Portis. I'm saying goon respectively, like you ain't gonna fuck with. He ain't gonna let you fuck with the teammates.
I feel like every championship team needs a goon on the team. You just think
Or
you
two,
ain't got it. Yeah. Minimum one goon.
So
Oh, and Philadelphia, Joel Embiid is looking Embiid looking unstoppable too.
Yeah, because they looking like
yeah, they gonna beat whoever wins this nut. This I said nuts Hawks.
Really?
Knicks Hawks games.
The nuts.
Knicks Hawks. They gonna beat whoever wins that series. So it's gonna be the Sixers versus whoever wins between the Bucks and the Nets. To me,
Doc Rivers got the Sixers looking real good.
yes. They in mid-season, honestly, I wouldn't have been able to tell you they was gonna be number one. They was a toss-up to me, just like the Celtics were. They done really pulled it out.
So that's gonna be the unstoppable force meets the immovable object, like the Nets and the Bucks. Because whoever wins that series is gonna win the NBA championship. I'm sorry.
You don't think LeBron can do it again?
They cheat for LeBron. They're gonna try to.
Oh, they gonna call it for Brian. Let's keep it 100. Nobody cares about the Jazz, even though they first.
Oh,
I
speaking
keep
of Jazz,
forgetting they in the playoffs.
rest in peace to Big Mark Eaton
When he died.
today.
Today, well, yesterday, actually.
Yeah.
Technically.
Allegedly.
God damn it.
I would
Angel,
like to see
Spotty Rock.
Dame go to the
Oh.
finals,
That's not
Yeah,
gonna
he
happen.
definitely did.
but it's not gonna happen.
Would
Now
be
with
nice
the
if he did.
Trailblazers.
Yeah. I don't really care about the Nuggets that much.
Trailblazers is one of those teams where, like, once they have they one superstar, it's like, we just gonna roll with him, and we're not gonna get him no help.
Oh, that's crazy because him and CJ can like both put up 30, dog. But
Right.
man, they need a big man. They need a legitimate big man.
They need Kwame Brown. No, that's fine. Kwame to the rescue.
Oh shit.
He said he'll set them picks. Hey, I seen him set them picks in the Big 3 games. I was like, God damn, offensive lineman, ain't he?
I knew I forgot something. Them Big 3 games was entertaining as hell.
Yeah. So Angel, who you think gonna win it all?
Like I'm going with Shannon on that one.
Yeah.
Shay.
Why you think the Lakers gonna win, ma'am?
As the Lakers, as much as the NBA letting LeBron get away with messing up on their protocol.
Oh, and Kwame Brown called him out on that too.
Uh-oh.
Charles Barkley said the NBA don't got the balls to suspend LeBron James over no shit like that.
What did he do?
Did the same
Broke
thing
COVID.
Elmore did.
Oh,
Lemon
no,
pepper
they don't
blue.
give a fuck about that.
Not be
As
LeBron.
long as you ain't got it. Matter of fact, if LeBron had caught COVID, that shit would have been cool. They'd have been like, man, go and get that COVID shit, man. That shit hot. He would have had some COVID bronze came out, limited edition. With the little virus symbol on it. Some LeBrons made out of old masks that he wore.
The ones that's out right now kind of like look like they got a little bit of COVID. Not full on COVID. It's got like the
First base symptoms.
No, you don't have no symptoms. You just got it and don't know you got it.
You mean asymptomatic?
You don't know you got it.
When you asymptomatic?
Yeah.
You an asshole and spreading it even though you got it?
They make you flop.
Yeah.
Bumping into old ladies like, damn, flagrant.
So, Angel, how do you feel about them not suspending LeBron for that good move, punk move?
I mean, it's LeBron's league.
They're not finna suspend LeBron for that.
They're not about to suspend him.
Do you think they should? And send a message to all the NBA players?
They're not gonna do it. They just like.
I say what they not gonna do. Do y'all think they should do it?
Wait, so what exactly did he break? Because I didn't know he broke protocol.
He went to a party.
Nah, they should have like fined him or something, but nothing is suspended. Especially
not the money, Michael. Money, make it.
right.
That pretty much goes across. That pretty much goes across all sports. I mean, anytime stuff like that happens.
Alright, would you suspend Thomas Edward Patrick Brady if he broke protocol? No.
Hell no. I would want to know what the party was about. Like, you know what that was? You should have went to that shit.
I think he was promoting a new product, wasn't he? LeBron was.
Some new Uggs. Oh, you talking about LeBron? I thought you were talking about Tommy boy.
It doesn't matter what Tommy does. He's great. So, Rick Chan, who you think will win?
I don't fucking know.
The black guy.
I think Lakers. I think
Football.
I think it's gonna be between Brooklyn and the Lakers. I think I think Brooklyn might get taken out by Milwaukee.
I don't know, dog. The less hair Kevin Durant has on the top of his head, the deadlier he is. Because when Durant gets hot, he's literally the most unstoppable player in the NBA. He's unguardable.
Yeah, that's true. Like, he don't even need to get hot.
That's if he don't get
the ball. Right. If he don't get hurt. Certain players like LeBron kind of need to get hot. Kevin just walk out there and just be bottom of the net the whole time.
Yeah.
Stupid, actually.
You know, James Harden gonna dribble.
Two-step.
It'll be interesting to see who imposes their brand of basketball. Because I think Brooklyn can be beat because they be playing. Sometimes they just default to playing ISO and shit. I don't think you can beat the Bucks with that strategy. Just saying.
That
But
typically doesn't win you a lot of stuff in the playoffs. You just go straight out in. You might get past the first 2 rounds. And once you get into the conference finals.
Yeah, you gotta strategize. You gotta use some strategery.
Exactly.
But
We shall see.
yeah, I'm
Hey,
the
look,
playoffs
if
are
they
pretty
if
good.
they let Kyrie stage the basketball court, I don't know who's going. Shit, you know what I'm saying?
what I like what they did this year is like them playing games really set the tone for the playoffs.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I want them every year,
I do.
but it was pretty cool, and it was also a little bit like fucked up because like we know the Lakers ain't no damn 7 seed.
I like it though because you
If
can't.
they wasn't, they shouldn't have been in the spot.
You don't get the coast off of. You know what? It really weeds out niggas who injured and close to being not in the playoffs. Like if you riding off the first half of your season and shit, and it's like, well, are you the best team right now for the playoffs though? And I think that's dope.
I think it deters tanking.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it just depends on what you're working with, to be honest. But and it does put more. I think it puts more pressure on the teams themselves. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be like, so y'all really just not even gonna play at, you're really just not gonna ball out in the play-in. That makes y'all look worse.
The Spurs had a chance to get in. I mean, the Hornets had a chance to get in. The Wizards
Spurs
had...
are still in a rebuilding stage, so I don't think they're all the way there to basically.
I think if it wasn't no play-in though, they was the AC, wasn't they? Or was it the Grizzlies?
I think it was the Grizzlies.
Yeah, it's like one big conglomerate right there at the 8 seed. It's like what, 4 or 5 teams, close records in the West.
I think it's pretty cool. I mean, it's kind of like how the NFL has the wild card shit, you know. The end of the season scramble to see if this team, loses here, or if this team can go on the street, they might be able to sneak in.
We had the extra wild card spot last year.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be an extra one this year too. I think it's 2 extra ones this year because it's an extra game.
Yep. 17 game season this year.
All right, so we got Creeper. I didn't even ask you. Who do you think gonna win the playoffs?
Who do I think's gonna win?
Yeah,
I think it's gonna end up being between the Knicks or the Lakers. One of those two. Who do I want to win? I want the Knicks to go, but you have to see it like that. Actually, I take that back. I kind of want the Bucks to go all the way. Just cause of Drew Holiday. That's the only reason I want to go all the way.
Nice.
Rick Chan, you got the YouTube link out.
What's that?
Are you broadcasting on YouTube too?
Yeah.
I said you got the YouTube link out.
On Facebook.
Oh, okay.
It's on the Facebook.
Alright, so no one else got anything else to say about basketball? Y'all
Talk
want to
about how sucky these damn vaccines is.
Oh boy.
No one warned me they was gonna be like that, goddamn it.
You gonna share your experience, huh?
Let's all talk about it.
Let's see what says.
Group chat.
Man, I was feverish, and this is the first shot. Feverish, body aches.
I got that Johnson.
Nah, it's the Pfizer. I looked at the thing before they gave it to me.
Pfizer.
Yeah.
They mixed your shit with some Viagra shit or something.
Some Viagra.
It's like,
your ass got the great value Pfizer, goddamn it.
They gave you some shooting Tylenol in there somewhere.
Oh shit! I just realized what you meant. My bad. You meant to put it in the fucking the van. Sorry, man.
Oh, you good?
Real quick.
Cause not to put, I'm gonna put you on the spot kind of angle. Cause I think me was the same boat. You was hesitant about the vaccine at first, right?
Yep.
Cause I was too.
Understandable.
Yeah, I got it because it got to the point where I'm like, I had a recent funeral, and I'm just like, damn, like I really want to be able to be around my grandparents, my father. I was like, let me just go on and get this stuff, and I want to travel. I want to get out, and I low key miss sex.
Talk about it.
I was like, I need to get this shit.
I'm married. I don't got that
So
problem.
you know, well, yeah, you
Hey.
married. Well, you know, for us non-married folks, you know,
Damn.
they
You
need
can
to
just
little
have
suspect.
sex.
Show me that card if you want these soft legs, boy.
Look, you gotta bring the card and your other records. Let me know if
You
I
know
got
what?
corona in the dick or something.
Dr. Fine.
But let's think about this. Imagine but let's get this shit. Imagine getting that herpes corona combo though. That's pretty fucked up.
See? That's why you gotta make sure, and, you know, and then, you know, world open back up, motherfuckers about to start
Right.
washing hands and shit. You know, you just gotta make sure everything's in good order.
The
God
COVID,
damn.
COVID make your dick itch.
Well, I got a bump on my lip and I can't smell nothing. What the fuck is going in this motherfucker?
Damn. I feel that shit down there, goddamn. No.
They said it wasn't gonna be like this.
It feel like it's burning, but I can't smell.
But they said, you know, Donald Trump said, you know, it was just bullshit.
Hey,
All you had to do was take some Clorox so you be straight.
hydrochloroquine. Oh yeah.
I was in the boat with y'all last week too, because I had that second dose, and
Man, if the second dose was anything like the first dose, I'm like, damn, what
Wait,
the fuck
so you had a reaction on the first dose?
the first dose. But see, remember, I had COVID before they announced to the world that COVID was out.
Then you
'Cause
weren't
I
supposed to
work
have
with
a
a bunch-
reaction.
See, the reaction, that was last January. My body was like, we forgot what
She
you
done-
had.
She done got that new age Negro strain.
Shoot,
You
you
should
got
have
that,
said,
that
fuck,
one
you should
from
have said, fuck
Africa.
that shit and went on ahead and got your herpes and COVID combo.
Well, they said if you have it, you have the antibodies for up 3
Up
months.
to like, yeah, up to
right?
3 months. So yeah, I had it, like I said, it was January. They didn't announce that until like February or March or something like that. So like,
yeah.
I had used up all
you
my
had the
sick
pre-release.
time. Yeah, I had used up all my
Yeah,
sick
she
time.
had COVID alpha.
I had the original, not none of this extra African, European strain and shit.
That sounds racist. Continue.
Well, you know, the different strains, you know,
Sorry,
just saying.
Twitch.
Hey,
Afro China strain.
God damn it.
You got that strain with mama's cooking in it. That's fucked up though. Like, it's people out there probably was still fucking. It was just like, damn, I got burned and I can't breathe. That's so fucked
Oh
up.
man, it's so fucked up.
I was eating the pussy and I couldn't even taste that shit.
Hey,
That's
it's Jesus Christ.
That shit tastes like college cheese. Goddamn it.
No,
tastes
not
like
pizza.
that. This
Pizza
shit
and
tastes
cottage
like,
cheese.
this shit tastes like straight.
Well,
Wow.
look, my first dose, I got the Moderna. I was sleepy as hell.
Madonna matter.
Yeah, I slept like, as soon as I got home, my ass was knocked out.
Yeah, and I ain't wake up till the next day, like noon. I was like, damn, what day is it in this motherfucker? And then my second dose, I had a runny nose, and that was it.
So now, since you gotta go buy condoms and flash your card to get some,
You can even get them to look. I'm buying the damn
Hey,
test.
look.
I'm gonna have the heat thing. I'm buying the test at the damn place.
gonna be women, poking holes in them COVID cards and shit.
You the COVID punch card, nigga?
When you get 6 of them, you get a free meal at
Free
At
Wits
Whataburger.
barbecue.
And whatever.
Oh,
So what's
shit.
gonna be your?
But
so,
here's my
so
theory.
my quick,
No,
more to
go
comic
ahead, go
release.
ahead.
So what should be the game that dudes should be spitting to women once they got their shot? Like,
They told
now
free-
dudes gonna be lying about getting that
Yeah, they gonna be lying about them getting their shit. I don't know. It's already was hard out here because motherfuckers want to lie, have dirty dicks and shit. So, I don't know, man. That shit.
they
Here
got
it is.
Stuff
that
like-
Here it is. Fun. Hey, I got my COVID shot, so I can eat that thing from the back again. You know, I kind of calmed down, you know, when the virus was out. I ain't want to eat it, you know, but hey.
You know, I ain't gonna,
Hey.
back then I ain't want to eat it, but
You know what I'm
right
saying?
now.
I put a little parsley on the side and tear that thing off you.
oh shit.
Wait a minute.
Hold up.
Whoa.
Hey, wouldn't it be funny if on like Tinder they wouldn't let you swipe if you don't prove that you had your shot
Got a
yet?
COVID.
They be like, this nigga is unvaccinated.
We put y'all on the unvaccinated service.
It's gonna be niggas in the club selling vaccinated cards and shit.
Hey, you laughing, motherfuckers is doing that shit.
Hey, you gotta get on the airline.
You know how black people are. Now tell them your lot number is A18567. I don't think that one's taking it.
Hey man, I got these COVID cards on sale. All you gotta do is put in your times.
It's gonna be interesting. I think my theory though, what I was gonna say earlier, because I work in the hospital, they require us to get our flu shot every year. And so I've been getting my flu shot for the past like 7 years since I've been at this job. So I think that's why I probably
Well, see-
didn't have as big of reactions, because I've been getting my flu shot
Yeah,
every year.
and see, like the flu shot, like I started taking the flu shot like maybe 5 years ago. So I started getting like sicker and sicker with the shit. I'm like, I don't know what it is. It's changing the recipe or something. I don't know. But that's
I was
probably why.
young and
it's
you wouldn't
acting
eat your
like
damn vegetables. That's why your ass was getting sick.
that. Nah,
I talk
I
about-
love my bell peppers.
I'm
Goddamn.
finna start talking like George Joe Brown. Your ass ain't eating your vegetables. You're too
See,
young.
you was eating the bell peppers, but you wasn't eating the Brussels sprouts like you was supposed to.
You need some asparagus that cleans out your later parts. That's what Kamala Harris was doing. I'm just playing.
God
But
Hey, here go pick up line number 2. Hey, what's up, girl? You can sit that thing on my face like a mask if you do it right. You know what I'm saying?
oh no.
Put the strings on my ears. You know what I'm saying, girl? Hey.
Hey, you know, people probably put on masks and went smashed during this time, though. It's just like I got my mask.
Hey. Look, if I'm behind and she up there, that's, we ain't breathing the same.
Well, I appreciate there's some people out there who was considering that during the COVID thing and not spreading it to more people.
Yeah, that is very considerate.
So what was, like, my concern was like, how y'all come up with this vaccine so fast? That was my concern. Knowing it takes a lot longer for shit like that to come about.
And
I wanted to see a few other people see how it reacted. Like, and when they said Johnson Johnson was doing it, I was like, fuck no. If Johnson Johnson was the only vaccine, I would have got it. Cause I could put baby powder on myself. You know what I'm saying?
I'll be real with you. I was waiting for my auntie to say to get go, cause she is a pharmacist and she knows the little vaccines and medicines and stuff like that. And she was like, when she said, all right, I think you're good now. I was like, all right, let me go take the check. It was right about a month ago. She at first she was like, I wouldn't take that.
I mean, yeah, nobody wants to be the first, right? So I understand that.
I wouldn't take that at first, cause you basically just a little trial, little free trial.
Well, you know what's so crazy though? How different places have all these incentives for you taking a shot. Like, it's a lottery in California. You know what I'm saying?
Shit, Ohio just gave this little
In
teenager,
Ohio.
yeah, little scholarship and shit.
Shit, Chrissy King's giving you a free donut.
Ah, that's cheap as fuck.
Bruh, and it's the basic bitch ass donut too, cause I tried to get one with sprinkles. Sprinkles, they was like, we don't give that one away. It's just a regular glazed donut. I'm like, oh, okay.
So these niggas only gonna give you one donut?
One basic bitch donut.
That's trash as fuck. You niggas didn't even have the consideration to give you a damn dozen.
Nah, I wish I would've got my shit.
Donuts
Now,
they be throwing away.
Right.
Now, Angel, where'd you go get yours at? Like Kroger or Walmart or the doctor?
Kroger's.
Oh shit, how many fuel points you get?
Man,
I'm in the motherfucker.
I ain't gonna lie, cause I used my Kroger's card for it, cause I did a purchase too. So, shoes, I got close to almost $1 off.
Hey.
Shit, I think I need me some more shots, goddamn. So my take on E.
You didn't get hit with the pipeline shit.
Biden. Nigga, my gas prices is high. I'm gonna need some more bucks for this.
I'm be real though. Biden said all y'all motherfuckers go get this vaccine. Now it's free. Stupid Americans.
Oh man.
So yeah, I'm fully vaccinated as of
So I got 20 days and counting.
yeah.
Yeah, it's been about a week for me. Fully.
Hey, Chan, you got any views on the vaccine?
Fuck you.
Well, it's gonna eventually get to like these Fortune 400 and 500 companies are gonna require it.
I feel
They are.
Yeah, because they don't. If they want to bring
Hold
people
on,
back in the
hold on. Let me
office-
talk. Hold on, let me
sorry,
talk.
my
Let me
bad.
talk.
I just feel like, for me, I ain't no extra. I feel like a lot of this shit came and exacerbated more from motherfuckers like not going outside and like. You remember how your grandma and she'd say go outside and get some sun, or your mom said go outside and get some sun? Like they was telling you that shit for a reason, and I feel like a lot of folks was not doing that because they was afraid to go outside. But I kept making it a point for me to be outside, at least be in the sun for a prolonged period of time, 20, 30 minutes or whatever, and breathe some fresh air. And I think what was happening to folks is just getting cooped up and not really going outside, and then probably wearing the mask inside. Like what I noticed, just from my own kind of, I had a hypothesis, but I'm not saying this is scientific fact or anything, but I did a little experiment with myself. I noticed when I did not go outside, I felt worse. And
Oh yeah.
And I even told my mom the same thing. You need to go outside. You can't just be staying in like that. And she said the same thing. Like, I was feeling better when I went outside. And I'm like, well, that's what you need to be doing. And that's what I kind of, like, just making the point to do. Go outside, stay active, make sure I'm staying hydrated with my water and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Now, I'm not saying that's going to be a cure-all or a panacea or anything, but I know it does help. And the other thing I noticed, too, when I was staying, like, when I went to go visit my mom, she was wearing a mask in the house, and I get why she was, but when I had to wear that damn thing there the whole time, that's when I started feeling bad. But when I wasn't having to do all that, I was fine. So I think, like, what kind of contributed to exacerbate it was some of the, just, like, staying in, closing up your face, indoors, like in your car, in the house. You know what I'm saying? I feel like
That
that
shit was
kind
funny
of
watching people in their car with that
to
shit
that.
on.
Hey, hell yeah, that
Because
shit
you
was.
blowing all that shit back into your face that you're supposed to be exhaling.
That is true.
And I just kind of like, I can speak to the vaccination on my dad's side of the game because he was the one who got it, so I had to go look after him in Arizona, and he could not move for like a day or two.
Yep.
And he already take naps anyway, but he really was sleeping. Like, he would get up at like 3 in the morning. I'm about to go play Call of Duty. I'm like, damn.
Hey,
I'll be alright.
I can attest to that, man, because I
I
didn't
be
have
like,
like
Dad, dog, the good people are on Call of Duty right now. Go take your ass back to sleep. Not gonna tell you.
I didn't have
that's
I didn't
all
have no flu-like symptoms or nothing like that. I just had muscle aches at second dose, and that was some good ass sleep while I was on that shit.
Finish him. Isn't that what Cook Robbie? Don't tell me you're here for your title too.
I think both people have good points to why or why not they feel good about getting this vaccine. So I don't pressure people about that shit. It's your decision. I think everyone feel better because let's be real. Since we've been in the house, we ain't been around them nasty ass folks we work with.
Yeah, I can kind of attest to the going out because
But yeah,
I mean,
you do gotta get out the
was,
house though. Continue.
That was before all of this fucking COVID shit though. Like if you stay in the fucking house, you're not gonna feel like shit.
Right.
That's how my body always acted, especially with my allergies. Like during the springtime, I naturally want to stay in the house because going out is literally gonna halfway choke me to death. But my body still feels better going outside, even though I'm having issues with pollen and all that other shit.
Yeah.
So even though I have bad allergies, I gotta get the fuck out the house. So that's always been my thing.
And like even though we still took our kids out, you know, like playgrounds and shit, like outside shit, and then we found like face shields. And to this day, they still wear face shields when we like going to a store. But if they outside playing on the playground or something, you know,
Yeah,
we
that's
don't get on
right.
our mask.
Yeah, you take that shit off.
I wish y'all could see the shit my wife be wearing. She be wearing this fucking
She got
she
the
be
whole
wearing this
shield.
shit. Man, that shit look like she going to Quest World. Or she playing Tron.
She got on the welding joint.
And let me say so about the people who wear the mask in the car. They not doing that shit on purpose. They just forgot to take it off when they got in the fucking car. Nobody
I
gets
know.
in the car and put their mask on just sitting in the car.
I know I done forgot that shit a couple of times.
Yeah, you
Like,
get
oh,
all the way
goddamn
home
it.
like I wore this stupid ass mask all the way to the crib. That's what happened. Ain't nobody getting in the car
Goddamn
with
it.
their mask on.
And then you take
Right,
that shit
you
out and
snatch it the fuck off and be like, God damn.
God damn it.
Right.
Angel, what you gonna say about the Fortune 500 companies?
That they're gonna start requiring it.
Yeah.
Are you there?
I ain't just trying to go out there and get her swerve on, man.
Snake?
Carry on.
Hey, look. She got that shot for a reason.
Shot to shoot all shots.
They gonna nah. Let me not that. That's
Look.
crazy.
He got the shot so they can shoot their shot. Angel, unmute yourself, dog. I don't want to keep roasting your ass.
I've been talking all the time.
Over there talking to yourself. I was like, did she fall asleep?
Nah, I was saying, because they're paying rent in these buildings, regardless, like, that whole year they've been out, if business haven't been good, like, they still have those 25-year leases in the buildings they're in. So they're going to try to figure out a way of how to bring people back in so they're getting the best use out of their money.
That's true. And then, you know, a lot of companies are learning right now that a lot of their staff can be at the house too. A lot of
So
people
they may
breaking their
give,
leases.
yeah. So they may give people an option, like you come in for a few days, like 3 days, and then be at home for 2 days. I mean, you save electricity money, but I don't know how many buildings are going to allow these companies to renegotiate their lease terms due to,
That's true.
situations.
Right. Yeah, that's true. 'Cause them contracts are still the contract.
Schools are requiring students to come back fully vaccinated, like Vanderbilt.
Well, no, all of the HBCUs are requiring the shots for them to come back. But public schools, like here in Texas, it's not required for you to go back with your shots.
They don't require
Oh,
shit in
of course.
Texas.
I was about to say, is that supposed to be surprising or something?
No, but I'm just
I
saying,
mean,
like,
they might
states like
require a
that.
gun before they require the goddamn shot in Texas.
Hey, but
Well,
as of like
well,
last week, you don't
shoot
even
the
need a
virus.
permit to carry. Yeah, shoot the virus. That's part of the campaign.
He's like,
So
the only thing
let's
that can
tie
stop a
this.
virus is a good guy with a
I
gun.
need to get back in high school with
Oh,
the
shit, what
TI-83 and the AR-15.
So Angel,
Because you can
so
open
Angel
carry
to put you,
anything else.
so Angel to put you on the spot again. When you get your shot, and you end up expecting a little one, and you don't want them, you just gonna have to throw yourself down the stairs.
Oh, damn.
They're not gonna let it in the Planned Parenthood without the.
No. Remember they passed that abortion law in Texas too.
Was it like 6
remember,
weeks or something?
Shoot, less than 6 weeks. It's like if the heartbeat.
It's the heartbeat,
It's
yeah.
the heartbeat.
Shit, I should buy me some stock in Plan B. Goddamn.
Gonna be some Plan B abortions going
But I be feeling like this, they say all this, but what about all them kids that froze to death when we had the blizzard?
on.
Exactly.
Ooh. They
Like
don't talk
they
about that.
pro-life, they pro-life until the kids are alive.
Once they need to eat and have a decent education, fuck them kids. That's how they be. They was mad at
Kids
Michelle
shit.
Obama for putting fruit in their damn lunch. Like, damn, y'all don't put fruit in kids' lunch? What the fuck wrong with that?
I didn't think that was such a topic.
They didn't. They was mad about that shit. How dare you require fruit? Making my kids gay? It's just my generic Texan.
Throw a couple of strawberries in there, please.
Like, hell no. If it ain't red meat, we don't eat.
Hey, I don't eat.
The kids be going
These
to lunch,
kids eating
lunch and
brisket
shit with
every day.
He said, your 8-year-old going to lunch with a full T-bone in his lunch box.
Ribs. Nothing but ribs.
Brisket and sausage, the whole length of sausage.
Classroom smelling meaty to the motherfuckers. Like everybody got meat.
Classroom smell like we are farmers, goddamn.
But that's interesting. I'm glad we got to talk about that vaccine and the virus. One sad thing is it lost a lot of people due to the fact that pretty much things were normal, and a lot of people you figure out, including myself, hell shit, wasn't living healthy, and some people they said COVID affected those people. That's why I took my fat ass back to the gym.
Oh, well. Hey, I'm about to send you a thing I seen on Instagram.
Hell, me personally, like 2 or 3 people I went to TSU with have died within the last year and a half. So, hell, really 4.
4?
Hold up.
Did I know? Yeah.
Go. You gonna have to go down the list because I only.
Yeah. I know of,
Oh fuck! Check your DM.
Okay, I will. Tatiana. I don't think I'm saying her name right. She's an SAI. She's an APO.
Oh yeah.
I know about her.
Marshall. came in
Yeah.
with us.
I forgot about him.
Brandon Hill. He came
He
in
was
after.
COVID?
He's from Detroit.
That was
Well, it wasn't COVID, but he had cancer, I believe.
Oh, okay. I thought. Okay.
I thought you were just talking about COVID.
But I'm just saying during this
No,
time, though.
he did say died though, and then
okay.
Buck died a couple weeks ago. I don't know if y'all remember
Yeah.
Buck.
But,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You mean the cat? Oh
Yes.
no. I did.
Oh, wow.
Sorry.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah,
but-
I'm sorry. I'm telling y'all this during the podcast, but since it came up,
I battled that guy so many times.
I don't know if they didn't say what it was, but he did pass.
What?
But see, the thing
What up,
about
Gadget?
COVID messed up for a lot of things because, like I said, when my grandmother passed, she died in the hospital by herself because you couldn't be in there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, same thing for my mother-in-law.
That's so
Yeah.
tough, man.
Yeah, my mother-in-law died too. And
Yeah,
who's the
so,
fourth
yeah,
person? Oh, and
And they lost
one
their
last
human
thing.
interaction.
Yeah.
Hey, Angel, Gadget said, what up?
Hey, what's up, Gadget? How you doing?
Goddamn, my dad on Sonic the Hedgehog at the fucking end. Wow. But, yeah, another girl, she's president of APO when I played. But she had like an aneurysm and a heart attack.
Oh no.
Yeah.
But, yeah, man. All these people were like younger than 40. So,
Yeah.
I think COVID kind of put emphasis of eating your greens and drinking your milk and water.
When we say greens, we ain't talking about collard greens, goddammit, with the ham hocks in them and shit.
Hey, some people say a vegetable is a vegetable.
Right.
Turnips.
Oh, you said the
Cracker
game
bread.
volume is louder. Alright, let me see if I can fix that. I'm gonna work on that. Y'all can keep talking. I'm just gonna work because I was told my game volume was too loud.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's just,
Damn.
it's
Fuck
so,
that.
like,
Wow.
So as well, all of 2020, I feel like some people died and they didn't even have to die. It's just the stupidity of leadership that did a lot of this, like unnecessary. We don't know when our last
Nah,
years
fuck.
got into
Sorry,
the moments we have here.
Yeah, I don't appreciate the lack of action, and then not only the lack of action, but the spread of misinformation,
Yeah.
which only leads to I can't say it's gonna lead to untreated symptoms, and untreated symptoms lead to severe symptoms and death. So we're gonna be skeptical about all this kind of stuff, but when it first happened, everybody was talking about
Black people couldn't
5G and black people can't. It's just like like some people don't need a platform.
You know what? One thing that gets me is the
I'm gonna work on that volume.
rewriting of history, which is going on in front of our eyes. But enough poor people not really pay attention to it. I mean, finding out your ancestors is unpaid interns,
Right.
and they they're trying to change the story of it because it's just wild. Like, I mean, you can deal with the past, and we need to heal it as a country. But like, when you continue not believe that your people's a bunch of piece of shit.
Right. Yeah, I don't understand why they feel the need to go back against that.
Sorry.
What the hell?
Then you got the club beat
Shut
going
up.
on over there.
Yeah. Nigga standing outside the damn Kroger trying to pass the CD out and shit.
Shut up.
But I mean that's definitely happened, especially in the states we in, Texas, Tennessee. All the southern states, they like, nah, man, we gonna change the curriculum. We're not gonna talk about what really happened.
Y'all gonna change the curriculum. Or they think they going to.
What you mean? They already have.
They already have, like, and that's the
Yeah.
thing, like,
On paper.
these people are, no, but the thing about it is because, like, I think of it like this, you know how, like, you got all the people who was like, well, I don't want to
Is
see
that better,
this.
Gadget?
I don't want to see this. I'm tired of seeing this. But the thing about it is, if we don't continue showing it because our young folks don't read, then eventually they're going to start believing like they're witness slavery. Like, we're not even a whole generation out of,
go ahead.
Out of our grandparents, being on plantations. So, and look how quickly they're trying to rewrite history and try to make us feel ashamed. But if we sit here today, that means we're the survivors. Because look how many families, like, that has ended. Like, there's no offspring. They died back then. We survived. But to have us feel ashamed of the shit, like, nah. Be proud of it that your ancestors survived to the point where you got to where you are today. Because a lot of people didn't make it.
That's true.
But I don't know.
That's the fact.
My thing on it is that even though they wrote the laws in, that don't mean that the shit ain't out. Because because it's not like they was teaching the shit in the first place at they schools. Cause they were trying to avoid that shit anyway. And then on top of that, well, go. Never mind. Cause I lost my thought.
I'm sorry. No,
We don't care about that stuff because that stuff don't help us beat the meat, Angel.
Well, I'm just saying, it is what it is. When it comes on that, because like down here, a law was passed down here, and you pass it in the middle of the night, saying they don't even need to teach slavery down here. Like, if a teacher feels uncomfortable talking about anything dealing with Black Lives Matter or anything dealing with any racial issues or anything that's as close to not American, not the positive American side, teachers don't have to teach it. Like, there's a law down here, and if a kid doesn't want to learn and tell their parents, a teacher can be fired.
Yeah, they can opt out of it, right?
No, the teacher can be fired. So you got teachers down here that's debating, like my best friend. She's like, I'm not about to lie to my kids. So if I gotta put my kid on the line to tell the truth, that's what I'm gonna do. And her's gonna be like the new age freedom rights.
Basically just one step closer to just straight up propaganda.
Yeah, but that's basically what it is. But that's not these presidential elections is doing it. These senators and these House representatives every 2-year elections that they don't advertise so people don't get out to do it, and then they rewriting history in front of our eyes.
Yep.
I better see you work the polls then. Next 2 years.
I have no problem working the polls if I can beat that before the damn old people. Maybe quick to sign up this shit.
Hey.
How much they get paid? Like some Werther's Originals and a bingo card or some shit?
Stop it.
I don't know, but it had to be something, cause
Probably like they selling these coupons or something.
They be working the hell out of them
they
polls,
be
man.
working, bro, working.
And then don't be knowing how to use the damn equipment that's in that shit. You
They
go
be
over
getting
there.
mad at you and you be fucking up.
No, nigga, I'm just doing what you told me to do.
Can you
Just because
confirm
you don't
your,
know how to, you don't know how to
confirm
use the
your
shit.
address?
I don't know how to use the shit.
Can you confirm your address? Go over there. That nice young gentleman over there is gonna help you get set up. Thank you.
You got the right card? That ain't the right card. You gotta go back over there. You gotta make sure you sign it. You ain't sign it right. Now let's go over here real quick. You got your name over here. I don't see your name.
Maybe your old address is on here. go through all that shit just to
How
find
many
out you're in
dresses
the
you
wrong
done had?
location.
How many dresses you done had? You know, you on the run from the law.
Oh no.
No, I'm playing.
Like, what kind of level you want? Republican. Oh, Republican. Okay.
I think that's stupid that they ask. Did they ask y'all that when y'all vote, Angel?
What?
What do
Well,
you want, a Democratic or a Republican ballot?
Yeah, but yeah, only for like certain elections, not like
That's
the
what I'm about to
main,
say.
not the main
Like,
one,
it's usually for when you're picking the
like
candidate.
special elections.
Yeah.
Because when it's dealing with like certain counties that's
But you know, Tennessee, we done had a shit ton of elections because motherfuckers keep getting ousted in this bitch.
yeah, because they like to play in graveyards, but that's a whole nother story.
Yeah, look, man. She said Mike wasn't the only one that was gonna have a thriller night.
Whoa. Hey, did you want to learn some backstory about that joke, inside joke?
Oh,
You want to do that on that joke?
tell me the backstory from
Not worth it.
Okay.
Now go ahead.
Quick
All right, so
story.
Nashville got their first female mayor, right? She's the first female mayor?
Hey.
Yeah, well,
Wait, was she black?
of
No.
course not.
Oh, okay.
It's Tennessee.
Okay. Yay.
So she was doing a
It's
lot
Nashville.
of stuff. She was doing a lot of stuff. The people loved her. And she was doing stuff, and we was about to get a soccer team. And next thing you know, we figured out that she was cheating on her husband with her personal security guard. And they
So
would
she
go
was
to
what-
the
she was
grave,
doing- she was
but they
doing
would go
exactly
to the
what they asked
graveyard
for.
and shit to do it though, which was freaky
Damn.
as fuck.
They was into that shit.
Dude was the highest paid person in the city behind her.
Yeah, he was. He was the highest paid.
Cause he was putting in overtime.
Five to the wow.
Hey, he must have had that good goddamn.
Yeah, he
She
was
gave
doing
him
that.
full 401k.
He probably was
Pension.
paying him to do extra shit, and he was just
Rock-
like, fuck it,
Rock
Robert
IRA.
stealing gullet.
I wish I could get a Roth IRA for dicking somebody.
Hey, man, that's the
Hey, the
ticket.
kids are going to college, you know, you don't want them to take out student loans, you do anything.
Didn't her son like OD before that?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, he did. Unfortunately,
Yeah, it was like, it wasn't even that long before that.
So it was fucked up because on the surface, though, very likable. The city was like trending upward.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, that thing happened, which I believe, you know, she got set up. But that's another topic for another day.
Okay, so the next thing I want to say is we need to not like go 5 months before we have another show. I'm just saying.
We ain't done, though.
I know that, but I just wanted to throw that out there before people start falling asleep.
All right, manager.
hey, we need a manager at this point. She ain't lying.
Yeah. Call your ass Joe Jackson.
Yeah.
Marla, you better learn them damn dances.
She about to. Who put the towels in the swimming pool?
Candy, I want some ice cream.
I want some butter pecan.
Get us another stuff. I don't like that bread.
I don't like that. I want my butter pecan. Yeah.
Anything else y'all got on y'all mind? Is that a wrap?
I think it is.
Yeah.
You gotta be up.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, Rick Chan, can you tell us what we learned today?
What? Do you have an incident?
Yeah, no time.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna end on this. Y'all leave Kwame alone.
Leave Kwame alone.
Hey, I'm not talking about climbing no more.
Y'all make sure y'all get y'all mama's cooking shirt.
Get the merch.
Get the merch. No, I'm just playing. But seriously though, eat your greens. Take the time, get some help. You still got your parents, grandparents. Call them,
Love
kiss
'em.
them, love them.
Right.
Live your life like this your best life. Ain't that? I don't know. I don't know
I
what
don't know
else
which
to
way you going.
say. I didn't know where I was going either, so that's why I fucking stopped.
Alright. We'll catch
Anybody
y'all
else?
on the flip side.
Alright, well, thank you, Angel, for being our special guest
Oh, no
and for
problem.
chastising us on air
No problem.
about us
Anytime.
having another show.
Anytime.
She like,
Y'all get y'all shit together, goddamn.
Get off
Yeah.
this, I'm over here dying. So take us out, Spotty Rock.
Still, all's well, that ends well.
Finish him, Robbie.
If you got some shit you never can tell, we just hit you up with the style, but it's not Blue Can Trail. Now you gotta go
Get 'em up.
say good night. The podcast that you love, the one that you like, the brothers and the sisters that's out of sight. To all some good sleep, and to all a good night. Meanwhile on Funkatron, tell your cousin, tell your mom, don't sweat the technique with the fresh geeks. Running from the corner of yours, bragging the funk flavor to you and yours. Peace.
Word.
Peace.
And hair grease.
Good night, Kevin.
Good night, Kevin. Watch for the sign. Peace.